I think the biggest problem we struggled with was getting through the numbers that we had available in a really efficient manner. Obviously, dialing each one by hand takes some time, and waiting for the call to connect and going through all the different prompts, whether you're speaking with someone or getting a disconnected number or a voicemail. Just having a time to get through the amount of numbers that we had was probably our biggest issue. You know, with any auto dialer, the biggest concern was coming across like a telemarketer. Obviously, we wanted to have a real-time connection so that when we were getting a hold of somebody, there wasn't that delay that you hear, such as a hello. It was a hello and a, hey, this is Drew over at Allstate, we'd be happy to catch up with you. So we kind of explored the market. There were some options out there, but what I really liked about CallLogic was the real-time scrubbing with the DNS lists and the ability to integrate with some of our other systems. As far as outbound dialing prior to CallLogic, we were able to take that calls. We were doing about 100 to 150 a day. And by eliminating some of the bad numbers and other issues, we were able to bump that up to about 300 calls a day, so 2 to 3 times what we were doing.
How do we do that? Our auto dialer software allows you to be able to put on a headset, start a list, and be able to auto dial through that list automatically. So there's no manual dialing, there's no picking up and putting down the phones. You're going to be able to get through those calls quickly and efficiently. No matter what size of business you are.
Before we had CallLogic, we would use our voice over IP system. It had a way to look at how many outbound dials we had made per line and keep track of how much talk time we had been doing on the system. I've used the product myself a lot, and I also made sure that my staff was able to use it as well. What's great is that you can use any phone, so even staff that weren't on site or happened to be off for the day could still make dials through CallLogic.
Whatever type of phone system is being used, they can access it anywhere and be compliant anywhere, and at the same time being more efficient, driving more connections, driving more opportunities.
It's pretty easy to get the dialing process started. Essentially what you'll be doing is downloading a list, which you're going to have anyways. You plug it into the CallLogic system and it takes you right off the bat. Having real-time reports on the calls was incredibly valuable to us. By able to track what our team was seeing and having connections with, we were able to see that we had an increased number of contacts and that we weren't wasting time on numbers that had been disconnected or were no longer in service. The hot lead function is incredibly important because being the first person to contact a new lead, especially somebody that's requested something maybe online and it's being sold to multiple vendors, there's an 80% increased chance of a sale on the first person to contact that hot lead. So by having the program contact us immediately when a new lead entered our system, we're able to connect the call and get on with the contact before anybody else was able to take that sale. In terms of local presence, making sure that whoever you're calling sees that you're calling from a verifiable number is incredibly important, and that's what's nice is CallLogic is able to mask any phone that I call from and make sure that we're always representing the agency appropriately. CallLogic was incredibly integrated with our current CRM system. What we were able to do was take all of the leads, filter them down to a specific list of our choosing, and then create a campaign within CallLogic that would automatically call those leads, update them real time, and allow us to contact more people at a better rate. I would definitely recommend CallLogic, and the biggest reason is that when dialing numbers, the more numbers you dial, the more contacts you make. And the more contacts you make, the more business you write. And CallLogic was able to triple our outbound call volume, and in doing so also increased our revenue.